See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
Der ist einfach nur ein Schnacker, aber ist trotzdem eine lustige Geschichte. Man merkt aber, dass er ein richtiger Schnackerkönig ist, ey. Das Geheimnis noch gefunden. Neuer Level. Komm. So, wir gehen mal wieder hier rauf. Kalte Wut. Erhöhter Schaden und Konzentrationsmodus. Den nehmen wir doch immer gerne.
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars. They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
Als ob jetzt Geister kommen.
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Da ist auf jeden Fall noch einer. Irgendwie habe ich den nicht gekriegt, warum auch immer. Ist auch einer? Nee.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death.
Schnell nachladen.
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
Oh.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
Hä?
As his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Schnell nachladen.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
Ich glaube, da spricht langsam auch das Bier
I
aus
felt
ihm.
like I would be lost in that damn cave forever.
Ich glaube, da spricht auch langsam so ein
Finally,
bisschen
I
das
found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo Jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens.
Und
Well,
wo?
maybe
Ach,
not
da.
dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
So, du belässt mich bitte auch in Frieden.
I had a steep
Und wir laufen
climb up
weiter.
creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me.
doch
And
wieder
wouldn't
eine
you
Falle.
know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right,
Hey,
but
almost
I'm
told.
not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Kommen noch mehr. Ach. Ich schwöre dir, das ist so ekelig.
And in the end,
Okay.
a path appeared before me that I had not seen before.
Ist klar.
I followed it as I
Ach, ja.
desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
Okay.
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Gut. Und weiter geht's. Grey Wolf war ein
Thank you,
Grauwolf.
darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Episode 6. The Dalton Brothers. Dalton.
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
So, das sind jetzt 4 Brüder, habe ich richtig gesehen, ne? Man nennt mich den Kopfgeldjäger. So, weiter geht's. Macht
It
eigentlich
was
schon
early
Spaß.
morning.
Muss ich ehrlich
One of
sagen.
my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street.
Ups.
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Well, finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up. Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property.
Das ganze Geld. nehme ich nur so mit, ne? Man
The
weiß ja nie.
brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows
Adidas.
they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently.
Da lesen, ne?
First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months, and now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker.
Ich kann jetzt hier gerade nicht runter, ne? Nee.
This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender,
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait the son of the bitches out.
but this bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
Noch mehr wieder am Fenster, oder?
He went in there alone to confront those criminals.
Zum Glück kam dann eine Leiter.
One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank.
Auch hier wieder, ne?
Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting.
Das macht mich sogar noch cooler, danke. Mich von hinten anzuschleichen macht
A
mich noch
moment
besser.
later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did.
Zum Glück war er auch dabei und weiß alles bis ins kleinste Detail.
Brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
We've got company. Goddamn!
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free.
Weiter geht's, weiter geht's, weiter
that
geht's.
right?
Jim Booth and Davy
Son of a
Crockett, who
bitch!
died defending the Alamo.
Goddamn him!
Stellt mich als noch besser dar, als ich eigentlich bin. Das freut mich, wenn ich ehrlich bin.
Over there!
That's Silas
Und-
Greaves. What the hell?
Blam! Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Das waren die Dalton. Ich blick gerade nicht mehr durch, wer die Dalton sind, wenn nicht, ne?
His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
Aber auch, war auch gut, war auch gut.
It was early evening, not high noon.
Kaltblütig mehr Konzentration in der Anzeige, Dynamit erbeuten, Bereitschaft, Konzentration, ganz großen extra Schaden für Kombos. Extra Schaden für Kombos ist gut. Darauf spiele ich erstmal.
The
Get some
Daltons
bunk.
blew up a safe, and we're all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
Anführer, Liebhaber, Verlierer. Bob, Emmett und Gret.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. There he is. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob two banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville.
Schildkämpfer.
You can't get...
Guter Schildkämpfer. Okay, die kann ich wahrscheinlich echt noch nicht treffen.
Hey, we got us a hero. Put some holes in him. And those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions.